Welcome to our online class. Today, before we get into our lesson, I was just wondering, maybe I should make it clear about our online studies. All right, what exactly is e-learning, and what are some of the advantages, and also at the same time, what are some of the disadvantages of online studies? All right, so let's talk about this online education. Now, if you think that online is something that we just started because of COVID, I think that is not right, okay? You should know that online has been out there for a long time. As soon as the internet was out there, reliable, strong connectivity, there were already online education available through various universities. All right. Even I remember online, even though it wasn't called online, it was more or less distance learning, where you would register into an university and they would send you packages, literally packages from the post office. It'll come from the post office through in a box. You got to rip it open, just like how you unbox things when you get from Lazada. So exciting. But that wasn't that exciting because you knew that it had your assignments in there. But however, we had to open that, and inside would be the package. You would have the instruction manual, how to do the online class. There would be textbook, there would be resources, all sorts of things inside that package. And then we would do all that work on our own. There was no teacher available online because this was before the internet age. But we would be doing that all by ourselves and then put them back into the box and mail it back to the university. All right. So online has been out there, or this distance learning is not something new. All right. It's always there. Today, we don't usually call it distance learning. Most of the time, it is better known as e-learning, right? Or online learning. Now, let me tell you some of the advantages and disadvantages, okay, of online learning. Let's look at the first one. Well, it saves money and time. Yes. Online is so much cheaper actually compared to if you were to go into the university and learn sitting on the classroom, because you got to pay for all the facilities. But when you are online, you only pay for the tuition. All the facilities you do not have to pay. Similarly, in our school at EIS, we have given you certain discount, knowing that you will not be using some of the facilities. And of course, saves time. You do not have to get up early to get dressed, to ride the car, to come all the way. Some of you live so far away. But now you can just wake up 10 minutes before time, get dressed, sit in front of your computer, turn on the camera. So, yes, it saves time and money. Number 2, better retention. All right. It helps to have a better interactivity between student and the teacher. All right. You can share your opinion, your rights, because usually in an online setting like this, the classes are smaller instead of going into the university where you may have a huge class. All right. Because students are more engaged, they tend to remember things better. All right. And also because of the videos that the professors make, or even in my class, you have watched every day so far, there's always a short video. Sometimes it's long. All right. But that video is there. You have the link. You can always go back, refer to it, watch it again. All right. Then number 3, you have personalized learning. All right. You can learn on your own pace. Yes, some teachers make it like you can submit the work anytime you want to. Of course, in my class, we like to follow the bell schedule. so that we do not get overwhelmed at the end of the day when there's so many things due at the same time. All right. But again, yes, you can have the option to do it according to your time. You want to do it a little later, fine. All right. So there is the flexibility. All right. Cost effective, meaning it's not just you who is saving money, but even the university, even the school. All right. There are so many things that we do not have to use. We can save a lot of our resources. Classroom is not made dirty every day, so there's no need to clean it up every day. Throw all the trash. Imagine when there's 1,000 students in the school, the campus is dirty, the bins are filled. We do not have to worry about that right now. Okay, so there is a lot of less work when there is online. And of course, number 5, you got environment friendly. All right, yeah. We are not adding any pollution. Imagine if you're not traveling back and forth from home, how many thousands of cars are not on the road at 7 in the morning because they do not have to carry students to a school. So we save the environment by not polluting using our cars when we travel. So these are some of the advantages of online classes. All right. But let's take a look at some of the disadvantages. Okay. All right. This is something that I know you really don't like, and that is lack of social interaction. Yes, you can't be with your friends. You can't be with your teacher, all right, in the same room and talk about your problems, talk about the lessons or whatever. There is no mingling time with friends. So that is one of the big disadvantage of online learning. Same thing with homeschool learning, okay, is where you do not get to be with your friends. Number 2, inaccessible to others, meaning sometimes you could get disconnected because of Wi-Fi connection, internet connection, all right, or slow internet connection. There could be some buffering, there could be some lagging. Yes, those are some of the technical issues that we can face if we do not have a proper device or internet and things like that. But in the 21st century, usually that shouldn't be a problem, right? All right, moving on. Number 3, this is a big problem at least from the teacher's perspective, and that is cheating is unavoidable, right? I mean, students will try to cheat if there is an online test, and it's very hard to actually check. But again, remember, you are taking this class because you want to learn something, and you're getting a credit for it. If you think you are cheating, finding an excuse or finding an easy way, okay, if you think you're finding an easy way by cheating, think again. Who are you cheating? The teacher or yourself, right? At the end, you are the one who did not learn that skill. You are the one who is being deprived because you try to find a shortcut. So we should not try to cheat. You should not try to cheat because that is not something helpful for you. You are here to learn, and so tests helps you to gauge yourself, to know where you are. If you got, let's say, 8 out of 12, that tells you, okay, why did I miss 4 points? Where I missed those points, why I didn't look into those, which part I forgot to study. It helps you to gauge yourself. So don't always aim for a perfect score, but at the end of the day, you learn nothing because you got the perfect score through cheating, all right? You are cheating yourself. And number 4, here's something that is really needed on your part, and that is requires self-motivation and proper time management skills. Yes, self-direction is really the key essential in an online setting. We as teacher, we create the materials. It's the same material we have for our class. If you were to come to my class, What you're doing right now is what exactly you would be doing in my class. The difference now is that you're doing it from home, and I am talking to you through a device, through videos, through internet. That's the difference. But actually, you have the exact same knowledge that's been given to you. Information is exactly the same. The content is exactly the same. So there is no lacking of knowledge because of online. All right, you are actually given the same information if you were to be in class. But where is the problem? Why do some students feel that online class they do not learn? It's because they are not self-motivated. They are not self-directed. Okay, you need to be self-motivated so that you are able to do the task, and that you are disciplined to wake up, to attend the class when it is time, do all the work within the time, not get distracted. In fact, here's another thing. I think one of the advantage of online class that I feel is actually there is less distraction. Okay? Because if you were in class, sometimes the same lesson takes me exactly 45 minutes to do. Why? Because there are so many distractions. There are so many kids. Somebody suddenly says something and everybody burst out laughing, and suddenly, we shift our attention and then we got distracted from our lesson. And those kind of things happen. Somebody walks into the room, into my door, and knocks on my door and says, "Can I talk to you?" Suddenly there is a distraction. All right. All those things happen when we are in classroom, but online usually less distraction. All right. Unless you are tempted to do other things. But again, if there is self-direction, self-motivation, that cannot happen. And finally, focus more on theory. All right. You'll spend much of your time listening to podcasts, watching videos, and looking at slide presentations. There are no hands-on experience like conducting experiments. Yes, this is quite true when it comes to science class, biology class, all right, where it would be nice if you were in a laboratory, right? You could dissect the frog and you could do all those things. But now you're stuck at home. We can do that. Yeah, these are some disadvantages, okay? So we have to focus in those classes, focus more on theory, but there is less practical experiments because of online. So these are some of the disadvantages of online, but I want to assure you that in most of the classes, especially at EIS, we are focusing on the content so that you can get exactly the same material that you would get when you were in classroom. There is not lack of information that is being sent to you. No, you're getting exactly the same material. You should have the skills and the knowledge needed, necessary for this class. The only difference is you're doing it online. All right. But if you are self-motivated, self-directed, if you try not to cheat in the classes, all right, you will actually get more in online learning because there's less distraction and there is this solid class going on, and the videos that the teachers make for you, you could always rewatch it, because when in class, when the teacher gives instruction or a lesson lecture, it only happens one time. All right, you cannot listen to that again. But in online, you can always refer back to the videos, watch it again and again if you didn't understand any concept. All right, so guys, please don't feel bad that because of online, maybe you are not well equipped with the knowledge you need to know. No, don't worry about it. All right, we are taking care of that. We want to make sure that you know what you should know by the time you leave this grade or this institution, this school. All right, so have fun, enjoy learning online, and let's continue and be honest and diligent in your work, and I can guarantee you, you will learn something good during this online class. All right, take care, stay safe. Bye.